Welcome to our podcast,
Real Marriage
Real Talk
with
Mr. and Mrs. Eagleton. Welcome back to Real Marriage, Real Talk with Mr. and Mrs. Eagleton. I'm Tavari, Mrs. Eagleton.
And I'm her husband, Kwame Eagleton.
Today we're going to be talking about the power of serving. The power in serving.
I don't know.
Not that kind of
I don't know if people are really, I don't know if people are really ready for this part of it, though. I don't know that people always see marriage as an opportunity to serve your spouse.
I don't think so either.
So I'll start over again. I know people don't see that as an opportunity, as marriage is an opportunity to serve your spouse.
Mm-hmm.
I think we are resistant to the idea of serving. We are resistant to the idea of servitude. And so, and in every part of our lives, we are resistant to that, and especially in our relationship, in our marriages, our relationships. We have found something that has been incredibly powerful in our marriage that we didn't do until later on, maybe 10 years ago,
Maybe
8 to 10 years ago, something like that we started
Mm-hmm.
kind of incorporating this into our lives. And it's a simple statement. It's a simple question. It is, what can I do for you?
Mm-hmm.
It is and we have some rules around it. And we'll talk about those rules, but it is, I am here. I'm making myself available to you to serve you. I want to meet a need that you have right now. And so some of our ground rules are what? You have to be honest.
That's the
So
first thing.
if I say to Tavari, what can I do for you? She knows she can say anything that I'm physically able to do.
Mm-hmm.
She has to be honest. She has to say, so if she wants something and she's embarrassed to say it, she can't say nothing and then hold me accountable to it.
Like what?
No, I'm saying if you want something and you don't say it, then you're upset I didn't do it. You have to be honest. You have to be able to say,
this is what I want.
this is what I want.
True. Yes.
And if you really don't want anything, then just say, there's nothing you can do for me right now.
And your partner has to be okay with that. It literally has to be like, oh, you don't want anything? Okay, fine. Not, are you sure? What do you mean you don't want anything? Yes.
Because I always have a list.
He really does. He always has a list.
It's a pretty short list, though.
True.
But when we began incorporating that into our lives, it opened up a world of service to each other.
Mm-hmm.
And we did not view it as
a chore.
Mm-hmm. Or that I'm subservient to you as a person.
Mm-hmm.
It just meant I'm going to derive joy from doing something for you.
Yes. Purely because I love you and
Because
I
I
want to
love
do
you.
something for you.
Right.
Yes.
And so you have to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
And they have to follow through, not begrudgingly, but in a joyful way.
Mm-hmm.
And it can be anything.
It can be anything.
It can be anything. And that really transformed how we interacted. And we don't, I know that we always say that now, but I think that's a part of our
Behavior.
Sometimes we'll ask it every now and then, but our attitude has been more of that way. It is, I'm thinking, what can I do for her now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, she hasn't, I don't know if she's eaten. Let me text her if she's eaten today. What do you want to eat tonight? I'm taking care of dinner. What do you want to eat tonight?
Mm-hmm.
Or, just all those things that allow me to serve you, allow you to serve me
Mm-hmm.
without all the other stuff around it.
True. And he gets genuine joy when I ask him to do something. If I say, I want you to go do that, you're like, oh, okay. And then you'll, hop up to do it. But you enjoy taking care of me.
That was one of them. We were, so after dancing. After adult dancing, she said, man, I really want, it's like she loves charcuterie post-coital. charcuterie.
You did not just say post-coital.
Post-coital. So we didn't happen to have meat and cheese and olives and sun-dried tomatoes,
All the things.
all the things. And so we're laying there, and she's like, man, I really wish. And I was like, yes, I get to go to Whole Foods. So I jumped up. I was happy. I got dressed.
Yeah.
I drove to Whole Foods. I got salami and
things, yeah.
prosciutto and
Grapes, like all the things. You
grapes,
just made a charcuterie
olives.
board. Mhm.
And I came back and I put it all together and I brought it to her in the bed. But she was happy. I was happy to do it. And that's really what you really want your marriage to be like. Now, it has to be reciprocated.
Yes.
It can't be one person asking that question all the time, because then you just have someone who's taking, someone who's giving, and that builds resentment. So it was interesting. So I like doing that. It genuinely brought me joy to get up, get dressed, drive to the store, buy all this stuff, bring it back, put it on a cutting board, and bring it to you in the bed. I was genuinely excited about it.
Mhm.
On the contrary, I had, whenever I want to watch football, I went to UT, so I watched all the UT games. So usually on Friday night, she will ask, what do you want to eat for the game? Because I am going to go downstairs. I'm going to put the game on. I'm going to have a drink. I'm going to watch the game. And I'm going to text with my friends. We have a text group with my brother and my fraternity brothers and my cousin. And we text every UT game. That's what we do.
Mhm.
And so I go downstairs. But almost every Friday, she asks, are the Longhorns playing tomorrow? What can I do? What do you want to eat for the game?
Mhm.
And I was telling I was in the hospital, I was telling one of the OR nurses, or telling the OR staff, that my wife said, what do you want to eat for the game? And immediately, one of the scrub techs said, WTF?
She said all the words.
She said
Yeah.
all the words.
Yes.
And I said, what? She said, I'm not doing that for my boyfriend. He has hands. He can do it himself. I said, absolutely he could.
Yeah.
And I can too. I can cook whatever it is I need to eat. But my wife asked me what I wanted to have for the game,
Mhm.
because that's one of the ways that she tries to take care of me. And we reciprocate that.
We do.
But her
Absolutely.
attitude was, I'm not doing that for him.
Yeah.
Now, maybe he doesn't do that for her.
True.
And likely he doesn't if that's her attitude.
Right. You don't know the dynamics.
I don't know the dynamics of it. But immediately she said, WTF.
Yes.
Like, the idea of a wife or a woman asking a man or a husband or a partner, what can I do for you, was completely foreign to her,
Mhm.
which means that probably happens a lot. I'm not your servant. You can do it yourself. Go make, if you want nachos, make nachos yourself.
Yeah.
Absolutely, I can. You could have gotten up and gone to Whole Foods and gotten all those things
Mhm.
but it brought me joy to do that. It brings you joy, I assume,
To take care of you.
to take
Yeah.
care of us. And
Yes.
so we try to
Take
take
care
care
of
of each other in kind of a service way, which is not common, I expect.
Unfortunately. So
Unfortunately.
that we had this one video on TikTok, and it had a lot of views on it, and a lot of the comments were really interesting, and it ranged from men saying,
Well, explain the video first.
so you had worked, it was like a weekend call
It's the
weekend.
peach cobbler video.
Right. And you were texting me, and you sent me a text saying you wanted to have this soup, this particular soup that you saw on a social.
Cajun
and I
potato
said,
soup, the best soup.
it's really
ever.
good. So you sent me the recipe. And a couple weeks before that, you had mentioned something about liking to see me in your dress shirts. So when you asked me to make the soup, I said, yeah, I'll make it. So I put in an Instacart order to like have everything dropped off. And I went and found one of your dress shirts and just got my, and then you asked for peach cobbler. So I ordered that stuff too. And when you got home, I had the soup made. I had the white dress shirt on, and I had made you peach cobbler because I wanted to take care of you. You worked a lot that weekend. You had like a night call. You worked in the day. You know, however your calls go through weekends. And I just wanted to take care of you. Yeah. But it was shocking the assumptions that people made, because some of them were like, if I stayed home and didn't have to work, I would do that.
Maybe.
Right. Or
Right.
if I had a man who would do XYZ, take care of me, do that, I would do that. And men saying, ladies, this is all a man really wants, all of these other comments. And it's like you're making a lot of assumptions.
Right.
And you assume that this like, I'm just here to serve him. So the next day, that Monday, you were off. I had a long day. And when I got home, you had a bath run for me. You had dinner ready. You had a glass of wine waiting for me. So you were just, and I didn't ask you to do any of those
Right,
things.
right.
You were just taking care of me because I had the long day that day. So it's reciprocal. And I thought it was important to make the video we made after to just say, okay, don't make assumptions. We both work. We both have demanding jobs. We've been married 26 years.
And it has to
And
be
we-
reciprocated.
and it's a reciprocal thing.
One feels neglected.
And I think that happens a lot of times in relationships. And unfortunately, I think it happens a lot of times for women because women are prone to do those nurturing, caring things. So they may be what they see. So I have a relative that was married. The marriage dissolved, didn't work out. But she did everything for her husband. She cooked, she cleaned, she did laundry. She just took care of all the stuff. Now, she nagged him like nobody's business. And we witnessed some of that nagging where we were like, but the relationship didn't work out. But she felt justified in her words because she didn't feel properly appreciated for the service that she was, for how she was serving. She didn't feel like that same service was being reciprocated to her. So there can't be an imbalance. When we're talking about how to serve your partner, we're literally talking about you individually, not how your partner can serve
Right,
you.
right.
It is how you can serve your partner. Don't get it. Don't hear this and think, yeah, how
I
can he
need
or
her
she
serving
serve
me.
me? Right. No, this is how you can serve your partner.
Right. The
And
first
if
thing,
both
the
people
first
are
thing you should think
serving,
is,
how
can
can
I
I
serve them?
Right. And if both people are trying to figure out how to serve the other, then both people are being taken care of.
And the other part of it is, I don't have to figure out how to take care of myself.
That's right.
I don't have to figure out how to get my needs met.
Mm-hmm.
If I focus on meeting your needs and you focus on meeting my needs, both needs get met, and I don't have to worry about trying to meet my own needs. Does that make sense?
Absolutely, that makes sense. But let's be clear on this as well. Listen closely. Serving your partner cannot be a manipulative way to get the service you want. It has to be purely service. Even if it isn't reciprocated that day, it has to be service because I love you and I want to take care of you. That's the other thing. And that service has to reflect your partner's needs in that moment, not how you would want to be served in that moment. You have to understand your partner's needs. So if rubbing their feet is what is going to serve them after a long day and you know they like their feet to be rubbed, you putting on a movie that because you like watching movies to sit with them and watch a movie, it's not serving them. That's something that you would want to have done if you're being serviced or served.
Or service.
Either way, service, yeah,
And
either way.
Well, and what we tend to do, if we're not astute and perceptive, is to offer what we would want. Join us next time when we continue our discussion on this topic. Thank you on the Real Marriage, Real Talk with Mr. and Mrs. Eagleton.
You can also follow us on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at Mr. and Mrs. Eagleton.